Start in a seated pose with your eyes closed, focusing in on the breath in and out in a calm, controlled manner. Release thoughts, conversations, and stresses of your day and bring attention to your physical body. Breathe here and continue to feel all your body parts relax and release as I tell you about today's practice. We're going to work on cleansing and eliminating toxicities from our body and mind. Poses you hold today will help stimulate your digestive system as well as your nervous system, so be aware after this class you may feel a little lightheaded or sluggish, maybe a little emotional. That's totally normal. We're kickstarting your body's natural cleansing mechanisms, so just go with the flow and you'll be shining in no time. In a comfy seated position, sit up straight. Take a deep breath in and raise your arms up into the air. Stretch them up high, ground your bottom into the mat. Turning to the right, we're going to twist. Split the left arm in front, right arm back. If you want a deeper twist, place left hand on your right knee and your right hand behind you on the mat. Use the strength of your arms to take you deeper into the twist. Coming out of that, back to face the front. Inhale and raise your arms up. Exhale and twist to the left once again, right arm out in front, left arm back. Take it deeper by placing your right hand on your left knee. Your left hand plugs into your mat behind you and twist. Come back to the front seated, take a deep breath in and place your hands behind you with your fingers facing to the top of your mat. Push in and raise your bottom and hips off the ground for a mild back bend hip stretch. Either look up or let your neck fall back. Take a deep breath in and exhale, come on out of that. Inhale, sitting up straight. Exhale and fold forward with your arms walking out in front of you. Rest your forehead to the ground. We store emotional toxicity in our hips, so this is an area we'll also focus on today. If at any time you feel any pain, please back off and treat yourself with care. If you feel discomfort, I'm okay with that, as most of us, especially females, will have tight hips. So stick with this and you'll start to notice a difference in your body and mind. Slowly come up to seated position. Then roll over and come into tabletop for a nice shoulder opening sequence. Firm your left hand under your left shoulder and raise your right arm up into the air. Bring it back down through the left knee and hand, releasing the right side of your head onto your mat. Most weight should be in your left knee and your right shoulder. If you feel you want something more, raise your left arm up into the air for a breath. And exhale, come back out of that to tabletop position. Bringing attention to the right side of your body now, raise your left arm up into the air. Exhale, bring the left shoulder to rest between your right hand and right knee. The left side of your head rests on your mat. If taking this further, raise the right arm in the air now. And exhale back to tabletop. Push back into downward dog, whichever variation you prefer. Relax your neck and let go of any tension in your legs. If your mind has strayed, bring it back into you. This is your time. Another deep breath here in and out. And on the next inhale, bring your right leg into the air. Stretch it into the air, then step it through to the top of your mat. Rise up into high lunge position. Inhale. Then come into warrior two with your right arm in front of you, your left arm back and your left foot flat, pointing to the top left corner of your mat. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, start to bend backwards. Put your left hand on your left leg. Bring your right arm up overhead to help your body arc back. Take a deep inhale here. And feel the stretch down the right side of your torso. And on the exhale, come back up to warrior two. Leaning forward, rest your right arm on your right leg and bring the left arm up into the air. If you want to try something more, keep a bend in your right knee and bring your right fingertips to rest on the inside of your right foot and use your right elbow and your left arm to help stabilize you in this deep restorative stretch. You can look up, good. Have your neck relaxed. Inhale here. And exhale, bring the left arm down to anchor you back up through Warrior Two. Straighten the right leg now and start to bend your body over your right leg as much as you can. And rest the right hand on your thigh, shin, ankle, or even your mat near your foot. Whatever you can manage without any pain or any strain. Bring your left arm into the air and ground both feet into the mat. Relax your neck and enjoy this stretch in your legs. To come out, bend your right knee, bring your left arm down and step your right foot back with the left and push back into downward facing dog. Rest here and breathe. Okay, let's do that on the other side now. Bring your left leg into the air, give it a good stretch up, and then step it through to the top of your mat and rising up to high lunge. Inhale and come into Warrior Two on your right side now. Left arm in front, right arm back, right foot pointing to the top right corner of your mat. Take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, start to bend backwards. Put your right hand on your right leg and bring your left arm up into the air to support the bend. Keep your left knee bent. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, come back up through Warrior Two. Start to bring your torso over to your left. Lean to rest the left arm on the left leg and bring the right arm up. If you want to go deeper, bring your left fingertips to rest inside of your left foot and push your elbow into your leg for some resistance. Bring your right arm up and look up if it feels good. Take an inhale. And exhale the right arm down. Find your way back to Warrior Two. As you straighten the left leg and begin to take your torso over to the left, resting your left hand on your thigh, shin, ankle or mat, and relaxing the neck, floating your right arm up into the air and breathe. Exhale and come out of that by bending your left knee, bring your right arm down and step your left foot back with the right, push back into downward facing dog. Bring your knees down to the mat and come into a seated position. We're going to practice a very powerful hip opening pose called seated pigeon. Please ease into this one, but don't be afraid of any tightness or discomfort. It's likely your hips will feel tight and you may find you have an emotional release during or after this pose. Every exhale will help your body to release and let go of whatever is causing the area to be tight. So start with your left leg resting on the mat in a seated position. Simply lift your right leg and stack it now directly on top of your left so that your right foot will rest on your left knee and your right knee will rest on your left foot. Place both hands on your knees and exhale them into the mat. Push away to sit up tall and stay here if this feels extremely tight. Close your eyes and focus on letting go of any tightness. Letting go of any toxicity within those joints. These things don't serve you, so let them go with every exhale. If this feels okay and you want to take this a little deeper, push your hands into your knees on an inhale. And as you exhale, walk your hands out in front of you to fold down over your legs. Rest your forehead on your legs or on the mat, wherever you feel a stretch but no pain, and stay here and breathe in and out evenly. Feel your body release and relax deeper with every exhale. Now if you feel any pain, please come onto your back and bring your left knee into your chest. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, hug your left thigh in and feel a nice stretch in the hip here. This is a much gentler way to open the hip. Coming back out of that now, walk your hands up, roll over your knees and push back into downward dog for a breath. Let the neck go. Pedal out the feet, recalibrate, and come back down to your knees now. This time find your way into a seated pose with your right leg on the mat first. Lift and stack your left leg on top of your right, eyes as you breathe and release. Sometimes one side is tighter than the other. Just embrace it. Feel the burn if it's feeling uncomfortable and release it. Say goodbye. Let the toxicity go. And if you want to go into that deeper pose now, do so. Take an inhale, and on an exhale, fold over and walk your hands out in front of you. Rest your head down and breathe. For those of you who did the variation on the other side, please come onto your back, bring your right knee into your chest, cross your left ankle over your right knee, hug your right thigh in and feel the stretch. Hip openers are perfect for people that sit most of the day. This is very restorative. Coming out of that now, come back up to a seated position. And roll over your knees, push back into downward facing dog, and pedal out the feet. Relax the neck and breathe. Bring your knees down to your mat and find your way to lay flat on your back. When you get there, hug your knees into your chest. And then release the left leg back down to your mat. With your left hand on your right knee, twist the right knee over to your left. Bring your right arm out over to your right and look over your right shoulder for a gentle twist. Bring your right knee back up to your chest. Hug your left knee in as well. And then release the right leg down to the mat. With your right hand on your left knee, twist your left knee over to the right. Bring your left hand out over to your left and look over your left shoulder. Close your eyes and relax into this restorative, cleansing twist. Come out of that, bring your left leg back up to your chest, bring your right leg up to your chest, take a deep breath in and lift your head and forehead to meet your knees for a beat and relax it back down into the mat. Now it's time to relax, close your eyes and focus in on you before you start your day or end your day. Whatever the case may be, I want you to make yourself a promise. For the next 2 weeks, I want you to feed your body and the bodies of people you love with natural, whole, real foods. So nothing in packages, nothing that's fake, nothing that has ingredients with words that you cannot pronounce or that you need a Google search to find out about. You deserve more than that. And the ones you love deserve more than that. So take the time to experiment with vegetables, fruits, whole, real foods. If you do this already, I applaud you. And if you're just new to this, then Google some great recipes. A brilliant start is the Merrymakers recipes. I'm sure you're all very familiar with those. If you're not, take a look at them. Everything is based on whole, natural, real foods that are delicious and that nourish you, mind, body, and soul. So have fun. Enjoy every bite. And enjoy those foods healing you and nourishing you and making you the best possible version of yourself. Until next time, namaste.